What up, guys? It's your boy, Minhinks, here in the Ink Den. You know what? I actually spoke about this last time, and I'm thinking about calling it Ink Gang, or maybe like Ink Squad. You know what? Ink Squad is actually already taken. I'm gonna call it Ink Gang, and it sounds cliche, but it rolls off the tongue so much easier. So I'm in this whole journey of self-discovery, and I am revamping a lot of my stream for people who are by a lot. You'll notice that there's going to be some crazy changes, and really where it stemmed from was I was analyzing myself and seeing what worked and what didn't, and I kind of got to the point where I thought that I was doing everything I could to ensure growth. And I plateaued extremely hard. Now, with that said, me thinking that I'm in a position where I'm doing everything I can, I took the time to watch other content creators that are very talented. And one thing that I noticed is I am very much not doing as much as I thought I was. So after reevaluating myself as a content creator, I'm going to be approaching it in an entirely different manner. And one thing that I'm going to try to hold myself accountable for is bare minimum consistency, among many other things. So heads up, there's going to be some changes as I try to find my way, but I'm extremely excited because I feel like I've opened my eyes. And for other content creators out there who may be struggling with development, maybe this is something that you could look into as well, and kind of step beside yourself and really give yourself an honest evaluation. And if you don't feel like you can give yourself a solid evaluation, then maybe reach out. Maybe talk to somebody who really knows you, or somebody who really gets involved with a lot of your content, maybe a regular, and see what they think about it. Obviously, you're going to want somebody who's not what I call a yes man, but somebody who is going to be honest with you, but from a place of love. So as you go through my channel and you watch me live going forward, as well as the content I create on all the other social media platforms, including YouTube, and for example, Instagram, or even TikTok, I'm going to hold myself to a level of expectation where I'm constantly going to attempt to marginally improve and do just a little bit better than I did yesterday. And really, that's the keynote to take away from this. If you're a content creator and you find yourself in a similar funk, then maybe look at it how I'm looking at it and just strive to improve just a little bit more than you did yesterday. I'm not talking about anything significant, maybe 1%. So I recently read a book that I thought was epiphanic, and I hope that's how you say that word. It's called Atomic Habits, and if you're into audio reads, I definitely recommend it. It's a little monotone, but it's filled with so much information that I think I'm on maybe the third or fourth listen, and I'm still taking away from it. And one thing that they made me consider with small marginal gains is consider that if you could quantify your progress of self-development, if you improve 1% a day. Now, that might not seem much, but if we look at the entire year, and if we've improved 1%, theoretically, we could say we improved 3 times the amount. We are 3 times better than the person we were last year. And there are so many different examples that really illustrate this 1,000 more times than I could ever. And I really recommend that you look into it if you're someone who's interested in these kinds of changes. Now, again, this is something that I'm just looking into, and I'm really excited. Frankly, it is a profound experience to be able to step aside yourself and really evaluate yourself and really say, you know what? I'm not doing as good as I thought I was, but not in a way to like insult yourself or discredit yourself, but in a way to really be honest with yourself. Because the beauty of that is while simultaneously evaluating yourself a little bit more sternly, it also means that you only have up to go, as in you can only rise from that point. So in this particular time lapse, I guess I might as well address what I'm doing, right? In this particular time lapse, I'm doing a cover up, but we're only doing the outline. And one thing that I've done differently with this session in particular is I'm using a different machine. Now, if you're a tattoo artist or if you're somebody who is very savvy with tattoo machines, I am using a rotary. Actually, you know what? That's a very bad explanation because I only use rotaries. I'm just using a different type of rotary. And the point of me transitioning to this machine exclusively is because the sound that gets picked up on the microphone by my other machine is very loud. And it causes for a very unpleasant experience for viewers. So I'm using this machine at the moment exclusively to cater to that, making sure that I'm not taking away the quality of the product. I think it's super important to note that the quality of the tattoo is paramount, since this is obviously my day job. Now, he has on his hand Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. He managed to get his hand on a tattoo machine from Amazon, maybe like $20, $30. And this is a very common situation where somebody gets a tattoo machine, whether it be themselves or from a friend as a hand-me-down or maybe even a marketplace. And he thought it would be a cool idea if he tattooed himself. He's actually done that a couple times now, and you can see that by his forearm there's some shot line work there too. And this is not uncommon at all. I myself personally am guilty of it. So what I'm doing now is I'm just lining over it with a peony or peony. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. These last couple of days, it's been told to me in different ways, and I'm gonna go with peony. So I'm tattooing a neo-traditional peony over top of it, and we're just gonna pull the lines right over top of it, break up the image. And this is just session 1, so we're not actually gonna see the full product And by the end of this session, we won't see the colors, but we will see that it's broken up. And that was my main goal for this session, was to break it up and get the lines in. We're probably going to take maybe 2 or 3 more sessions on top of this, so stay tuned. Be on the lookout. I'll make sure that I include in the description that this is part 1. And I'll probably link it in the other videos later down the line. Obviously, it's going to take some time, and this is where it gets difficult as a tattoo content creator, because a lot of times what I find myself in is that I'll be doing a tattoo that is over the course of time one product, right? Like, it is going to take me several sessions to be able to achieve it. And kudos to the tattoo artists who are, you know, finding the content to be able to start to finish and super impressive pieces. As I've said in previous videos, I'm also trying to find the best angle for me so that you guys get a good and solid shot of the tattoo. Let me know if you think this is a little bit better, so the camera is sitting top left and I'm trying to lean right for most of the tattoo. However, sometimes you'll notice that my head sticks over it, so I apologize for that, guys. I am trying to find the sweet spot, and you know what? Your boy's gonna get it. Your boy is going to get it. I'm super excited to see what this product is going to look like. Segueing into another topic here, this gentleman might actually see himself in a position where he could be looking at a tattoo career himself. I've known him for quite some time. Very cool guy. And he actually got me into streaming. Now, before he's expressed an interest in tattooing, and without any gain to him, when I asked him to teach me how to stream and teach me how to go live and to put me together and make sure that I'm not a scrub when I started streaming, he did all of that. So I'm super grateful, especially considering when he did that, he had no gain. There was no potential gain for him. And when he first expressed he wanted to be a tattoo artist with me, it wasn't something that was in the realm of possibility. But now I'm in a position where I might give it a shot. So you guys might actually see him. Who knows? Super excited to share more content with you guys in the future. Please, if there's something that you guys want to see, or if there is any critiques or criticisms that you would like to share, please drop it in the comments below. I really enjoy making these, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is kind of like a podcast. I don't even want to say podcast because I don't want to be too informative or dive into topics deeply. And try to, I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking for, like influence. Like I don't necessarily want to make it like a podcast, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of make like a journal, or like even a vlog, but without videos of me. And instead, what we can do is we can watch these tattoos in the background. So kind of like a 2-for-1. I might even look into like bringing a guest, and that might be a rare thing. I think that's just like once in a while, but somebody who can help me feel the air. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try to ride out and see if I can feel the air enough myself. And if I can, I'm not gonna even venture to seek for that companion. Might be a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. So As you can see, the lines are building up. It's starting to look more like the flower for some people who aren't too aware of what they're looking at. Look up peonies, Peony. And we're looking at a lot of the petals. Those, the center is on the more right side, found in the right eye socket of the jack skeleton. And the leaves and petals are both folded and just in all directions, but it's really starting to break up the original image, and that's really what we're looking for. I'm super excited to actually get this done, and I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to be a nice, deep, vivid color, and that's really going to break up a lot of this. It's going to make a huge difference once I introduce the color. Even a little bit further in this video, I start putting in black for the background, and you already can start seeing it take shape. Now again, for people who are just watching this and haven't watched any of the other videos, this is not to be a informative session, I guess. Like, not session as in tattoo session, but informative video. I do not want to promote unsafe habits, but I will talk about things from time to time in a very loose manner and in layman terms for non-tattoo artists to understand if I think there's something important or interesting that I would like to share. So, guys, I really appreciate it. Please feel free to check any of my other social medias. I post my tattoos on Instagram, and I am trying to create a niche category on TikTok as well. And you can see when I'm going live, obviously on Twitch, on Twitter. So if you like the videos, don't forget to hit that sub, like, share with your friends. I really appreciate all the love and support, guys, as I'm trying to find myself. I find these to be exciting to do and exciting to share because this is like my day-to-day. Especially considering that it's an opportunity for clients to look back. And even for me to see, as I'm watching this, to see where I may be able to improve. I mean, technically, I'm looking at my VOD. It's just sped up. I mean, as a content creator, you know, but also as a tattoo artist. As I'm watching this back, I'm noticing what I'm doing well, what I may have missed, or all the above. But guys, I really appreciate it. The videos air on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Eastern weekly. And I hope to see you guys next time. Much love. And have a wonderful day. Peace.